Howdy everyone. So I'm gonna give you a little update. Over the past couple of months I haven't done much filming. Lately as well. I've just never bothered. Just never really felt like it. But I have gotten a couple of new additions to my equipment collection. There's one of them, and here's another. Here's a brand new FS94 with a build date of September 2020. This thing is, it's about 8 months old. It's about 8 months old, and my brother has been using it. This is his new trimmer, and he likes the thing. He loves the 94. And yes, I do still have the older FS94. It's down right now. I need to get a new carburetor for it, and then hopefully I can start using it again as my main unit. I'll put a speed feed head on it, which I do have a speed feed on my 130. My 130 right here. I've had it on for a few months. I love it. So yeah, I have used this thing. It is a very nice trimmer, but I found that none of the other trimmers we have cut as clean as this thing does. Even though this trimmer might be as old as I am. I'm only 16. This trimmer is 15. Has a yeah, you can see it's from 2005. From 2005, it's an oldie. But since this thing has so much power, it cuts like butter. It'll cut through like anything and leave a nice clean cut. That's why I love using it so much. I can just go over, when I'm trimming with it, I could just trim a piece one time and I won't have to go over it again, because it won't miss a single blade of grass. My 21 is currently down. 21 number 6, it's currently down and not in service. I've got a deck gasket ordered for it. I don't know when it's going to come in, but when I get that gasket, I'm going to spend a week in here and put this thing back together. I don't know if it'll take a week. It might take just a couple of days. I don't know. But for right now, we got the other 21. This was number 3. This is unit number 3. And it's still working good. It's still got lots of power. I think what I'll do when I get this one fixed, we'll use this one for bagging grass, and I'll use this one for mulching grass, because this one seems to mulch a little bit better than this one. I don't know why, but the Viking's still working good. I recently got a new safety bail for it, so the thing's a lot more comfortable to use now. The thing's way more comfortable to use. Safer too. But this thing has so lately this thing has been surging really bad, even on a full tank of gas. And my boss told me that it was an air leak somewhere in the intake manifold. I'll have to tear this thing apart and look at it, see if I can figure out how to fix it, because it's annoying the hell out of my brother, and he uses this thing like 2 or 3 times a week. And it's a good mower. It cuts really good. The only time it runs good is if you have the blades on and it's at full throttle. Then the thing runs like new. But nothing too much. Oh, and another new thing, I finally got a backpack blower. think I got this thing in like April. It was an old decommissioned unit from my work. It's a year 2016 BR600. It has been used and abused, but I got the thing for free, and it runs perfect. It does run perfect. The control handle, it's a bit broken, but I just put some zip ties on it and it's holding up fine. Yeah, I use this thing. My brother doesn't use it, but I mainly got this thing for me to use. And I kind of got it so that my brother could use it too. But seems like he likes that new blower a lot better. Still have all my other blowers. Here's the 2015 BG56. Here's the 2018 56. My 86. I'm gonna use it a little bit. And here's the SH56. And back in there is the bag and the big blower tube for it. There's the Cub Cadet. That's a mower I've been using in place of my 21. Like if we're on a lawn where we only use 21s, I'll bring that thing, because it still works pretty good. Still works alright. So I've been working on my mini bike the last week or so. I'm putting a new motor on it. And the motor is none other than a Predator engine. I've heard really good things about these motors. And this thing had been sitting in my garage for, geez, I don't know, like a year and a half. And I decided it was time to finally put it to use. And I got a new front tire on it a couple months ago. Yeah, I've had a cold the past couple weeks too. I got a new tire from Amazon. It was $52 I paid for it. Back tire's still holding up fine. It's kind of getting there. I do ride this thing on a lot of pavement, so a lot of asphalt. It's a pavement princess bike, but I still do take it on quite a bit of dirt. But I'll probably change out this tire probably come fall or the end of this season or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. But what else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about? Let's walk out front and see if I can think of something. Oh, here's the Trailblazer. Here's the Trailblazer. It's a good car. I drive it. My truck over there is not the only thing I drive. Sometimes I drive this thing. When I want to give the truck a break. And honestly, I should. The truck's got almost 220,000 on it. And this one has almost 140,000 on it. Check this out. Look at my boat here. Check this out. Here's my boat. It's our family boat. It's a 1986 Chris Craft Cavalier. That's about all I know on it. The boat is about 35 years old. The boat's 35 years old this year. Has the Mercruiser. It's a Mercruiser Alpha 1. I think it's just just a Mercury engine. I'm not exactly sure, but I brought it home yesterday. Brought the thing home yesterday, and I washed it and got it all cleaned up. It does well deserve a paint job. Let's go inside of it. I'll show you some of the things in it. I do need to get everything out of here and clean this thing up. And we gotta put new carpet in, because the carpet in this is not in good shape. Not in good shape. Quite frankly, it's probably the original carpet that came in this boat. And the boat is 35 years old, like I said. But a couple of years ago, I think, my dad did all new vinyl in here. Or mostly new vinyl. He did the driver's seat, he did those seats, he did all the seats up front. Here. He did all the seats up front. I'll put that up. He did all these seats in the front and the backrests. And he did the engine cover. He did the hood, I should say. And he just did the blue part of the two back seats and the backrests here. But other than a couple little things, we do have to get under the hood and fix this thing every time we bring it home for the summer. But that's no big deal. Oh God, I don't even know how long my dad's had this boat. He's had it before me for sure. But it's a good boat. It's a good boat when it's working. It runs and drives pretty good. It drives really nicely. So that's it for that. And the truck's still working good. Sorry, the sun's in the way, but the truck's still working good. I'm still driving it. Still using it a lot. And we are at 217, 260 on miles. And I just brought this thing in for an oil change. I took this thing in for an oil change on May 29th. Went to the Valvoline. So I've heard many good things about Valvoline. So I just washed it today. I didn't put tire shine on because, well, I didn't really feel like it. But one trick I found to get a truck looking this good, like you can see, it's all kinds of shiny in most places. In most of the places. Not so much here, but most of the truck is, I use my backpack blower to dry it off. I don't dry it with a towel. I use a blower. So the blower can blast away all the water and just dry the thing off really good. These tires are still holding up. I've driven probably like 63 or 6,400 miles on this truck since I got it, and I haven't had a single issue with it. I haven't had a single problem with this thing. It's so reliable. One problem it does have, the catalytic converter needs to be changed out, because this thing failed its emissions test, and the catalytic converter is all plugged up. It's all plugged up with smog in it, or whatever. So we gotta get under this thing eventually and change that out. But the thing we're kind of worried about, this truck's so old, the damn bolts are probably just going to break if we try to loosen something. So I think we're prepared to just change out the whole exhaust system if we have to. If we have to, we'll just change out the whole exhaust system. But because of that catalytic converter, this thing's been running lean. It's running a bit too lean, which means it's sucking more air than fuel. It's sucking a lot more air than fuel. I mean, the air filter is good in it, but it's sucking a lot more air than gas, which has made this thing lose about 20% of its power. And when I have a trailer, and when I'm pulling a trailer, especially the boat, I've pulled heavier things with this. I don't know if my boat is heavier than a little 16-foot tandem trailer with a UTV in it, but one thing I found helpful, instead of putting the truck in drive, I put it in gear 3, which means the truck will only shift up the third gear, and that's given the truck a significantly higher amount of torque to get going. But the problem with that is you can't drive faster than 55 miles an hour. If you drive like 55 miles an hour, the truck's at 2,500 RPMs already. So usually if I pull a trailer, I'll just kind of get on it. I'll just kind of get on the truck and get it going better. There's this little trailer. Our the little wooden one. When I have to bring the Viking somewhere, I put it in this. It fits perfectly in here. And right now, everyone just throws their trash in there. I hate it. I know we don't really use this trailer for much, but it's just a portable garbage can for right now. But anyways, that'll be it for this video. And see you guys later. Peace.